Hey, what's going on, YouTube family? Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Mark, where I like talking all things music, news stories, and my own personal series, Mark Under the Microscope, where I give you an inside look as to who I am as a person through inspirational and motivational vlogging. So if you like things like that, please remember to slash that like button and annihilate that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell. I drop videos like this every Monday and Friday and every day in between. And also leave me comments down below. I love interacting with you guys. I'll also do subscriber requests, so huge shout out to my subscribers out there. I love you guys because without you, there would be no me and there would be no channel. But I think I've talked enough, so let's just jump straight into these videos. Let's go!
I knew you'd come. Somehow I just knew you'd find me. Not knowing where I was or when I was coming back sent you crazy. I kept my spies on you.
Turn me up a little bit.
Okay, Krept, come on.
We got Ada on this one. This is my letter. It's a letter to you, cuz. A letter to our past, a letter to now, a letter to our future. I wish I could have done this sooner. Half of the things you said in that letter. Cuz you should know me better, like knew your ex was cheating on you, you madman, never. She told everybody in college that you two broke up, telling everyone it's over. Let me tell you why it's so nuts. I didn't even know she cheated until I heard your letter. That's why it's so fucked. I can't believe that you thought all this shit and didn't hit my phone once. You kept sending shots for me in every freestyle you wrote it. Then you'd ask me to repost it. I didn't even know how to approach it.
Oh, come on.
Nuts to me. You watched me and come bad up the scene, but I had these thoughts in my head. Is my cuz even happy for me? Little comments that you lot said about me that got back to Shan.
Hold on. I gotta rewind that. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
She told everybody in college that you two broke up, telling everyone it's over. Let me tell you why it's so nuts. I didn't even know she cheated until I heard your letter. That's why it's so fucked. I can't believe that you thought all this shit and didn't hit my phone once. You kept sending shots for me in every freestyle you wrote it. Then you'd ask me to repost it. I didn't even know how to approach it. It was mad nuts to me. You watched me and come bad up the scene, but I had these thoughts in my head. Is my cuz even happy for me? Little comments that you lot said about me that got back to Shan, then got back to man. So I was anti-you, can't lie, I was anti-fam. Cuz shit weren't the same to me, cuz shit felt strange to me. How come my own fam hate on me? All these thoughts, nobody came to me, felt everybody changed on me. Man moved different, then when shit got distant, man put the blame on me. He's too busy, he moves iffy, but truthfully, it was fake to me.
Wow.
He ever offered to check me. Nobody even seen my house before. Nobody ever picked up the phone, said, cuz, what you doing now? I'm coming round to yours. Didn't see you in ages. I felt like the love just faded. Cuz you're my blood, but I felt more love from strangers. Me and you go way back. Me and you got the same tap. Forget about Cadet for now. I just want blame back every Sunday.
Oh wow, come on.
In the room, I worked together. Had motives, man, checked together. We even thought of the name Cadet together. Before the lights in the camera, before you spat, even had a bar. The days I came clapping every week to see, man, them times you bust me on Shalimar. How did shit get so orcs? Conversation so forced. Our bond was unbreakable. Why the fuck did we let that go for? Sat me down and said you and Blaine, I don't see you together no more. What happened, son? It brought a tear to my eye. I said I don't know what happened, mum. I changed thinking that you've changed. You changed thinking that I've changed.
Wow, come on, Krept.
Can't not once cause all these mind games. We should feel so ashamed. I realized we're both to blame. Granddad wouldn't be happy. Johnson's, we hold the name. And I know it's a letter to you, but I gotta tell Chan I miss her. Cause that's my cousin too. And that's your sister. Chan's the realest, I knew she had me. Back then when a youth stabbed me, I was with a couple so-called friends, and she's the only one that backed me. Dropped everybody else out that was there. I felt like it was just me and her. I swear to God, man, touch one piece of her. I put anyone 6 foot deep for her. And Blaine, you had my back for me. When you heard my man never back the beef, you ran my man down with a shank for me. Like, how can you leave my family? The next day you was riding, you was getting man down, real life team. You was really out there on the front line, there when it's crunch time, real life bloodline. You two are my closest. I need you both to know this. I'm so glad I wrote this. love you. I know you thought that would only bring me in. I had my reasons, trust me, cuz. Weren't no kinky thing, I hope you're listening. Firstly, I didn't want you to be known as Krept's cousin. Like who's that? That's Krept's cousin. Like whose songs that are Krept's cousin. Not cadet, just Krept's cousin.
Oh, come on!
You in music, you'd let me down again and again. I told you whenever you drop something new, hit them again and again. Then you drop a new track and disappear again and again. Then you come back and we go through the same conversation again and again.
Oh.
I thought, let me bring him to wireless. Let me show him what I want and inspire him, so you can take it all in and come back, take the scene by lightning. And you did just that without knowing, cuz. Now cadets blowing up. Now you got the haters throwing up. Now they're going mad when you're showing up. As soon as you talk this serious, straight away had you on board. No long brought you on tour. Advice if you want sure. Any links, what's mine is yours. I'm here, cuzzy, that's a fucking fact. Real fucking rap, now I'm getting my cousin back. Man, I love.
Oh, I love
Now
this.
you can stop sending cuz.
Wow, I got chills. I got chills.
I'm joking. No.
Wow. Wow, that was amazing. I love that. 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 This was so deep, so inspirational, everything. Wow. Okay, so I quickly want to talk about Krept, Letter to Cadet, and I first want to sit here and talk about how this kind of reminds me of the rap version of Dirty Laundry by Kelly Rowland, and I'm going to tell you why, if anybody who doesn't know Dirty Laundry by Kelly Rowland, because anybody who knows Beyonce and Kelly Rowland are cousins, and they were in the girl group together as Destiny's Child, and basically Kelly Rowland basically aired out all of basically her dirty laundry of talking about how after Destiny's Child basically broke up, she basically spoke about how she was happy for Beyonce, but at the same time she was sitting there sad because she almost felt like she was living in the shadow of Beyonce, because Beyonce was sitting there killing it and out there in the forefront while she was sitting there putting on this mask, going through the abusive relationship that she was being in, and also dealing with the label of just being Beyonce's cousin, or being just like a backup singer of Destiny's Child, and just being like that in a tabloid. That's all she was in like the tabloid media. And like I kind of feel like this isn't something like you would say like, oh, they're dissing each other. It's like, it's almost like a Dirty Laundry type of effect where they're sitting like where Krept, I feel like, and Cadet are sitting there having this conversation with each other and sitting there airing out each other's dirty laundry to speak to each other through music, through artistry, through poetry, through sound, through lyrics, through bars, through imagery of just the cinematics of how everything is just laid out through the picture of this video. It's just so crazy. It just, this just oozes dirty laundry to me from Kelly Rowland, and Kelly Rowland when she did that song with Beyonce, because she basically spoke about, yeah, while my sister was on stage killing it like a motherfucker, I was enraged, killing it like a motherfucker. I was a bird in a cage, didn't know what I was dealing with. And basically she was like, but I was happy, she was killing it, it was bitter, sweet, she was up, I was down, no lie, I feel good for her, but what do I do now? Forget the record, off the record, I was going through some bullshit, post survivor, he on fire, she on fire, who wanna hear my bullshit? Meanwhile this nigga putting his hands on me. And then it's like, basically she was sitting there, see, y'all don't know the half of this industry. So she was basically sitting there singing about how she basically felt like she was always in the shadow, and I kind of felt like that's what Krept was sitting there trying to get across, and the point that he was trying to get across in here. And I thought that this was so beautifully done and so beautifully executed. Like, I felt like he just kind of, forgive me for my flat notes while I was trying to sing, but I was trying to make a point, because that's what I feel like Krept was trying to get at when he was sitting there making this letter out to Cadet and making it out to the industry by saying like, yo, we have like these issues, we may have these shortcomings, and we may have these problems, but that is still my family, that is still my brother, that is still my cousin, and I'm gonna stand by him despite how people are trying to paint us within the media, how people are trying to sit there and show that I might be jealous maybe, or try to get in between us, or people are trying to turn us against each other, because in a way that's what it seemed like a lot of people were trying to do with Beyonce and Kelly. They were trying to sit there and make it as if it was a competition, like it was like it had to be only Kelly Rowland or it had to be Beyonce. And a lot of times Kelly Rowland was living in the shadow of Beyonce, and I felt like through this letter, Krept is saying like, no, this is my brother, this is my cousin, like I'm gonna love him regardless, like yeah, I'm gonna, like, this is like my dirty laundry, this is my letter to him to let him know that I just want my cousin back, I just want my brother back, I want our bond that we once shared to be there, and to never let the industry swallow us whole and to make us turn against each other, so we could keep that brotherhood and that bond that we both share. And I love that about them, because I think that they are both talented, and I think that they were so dope in that, in the aspect of that he's able to sit there and show this vulnerable side. Krept and even Cadet before he passed away with his letter, and they were so transparent with their fans and the people who love them, and just showing themselves that yes, we are human, and that we may have shortcomings, and like we may be affected by certain situations, but these situations aren't going to define who we are as men, who we are as individuals, and we're not going to let this industry swallow us whole and turn us against each other. And that's a real bond, and that's real love, and that's what I greatly appreciate about Krept and Cadet, because they are real men, and they stand and they're standing firm in their foundation, and they're standing firm, and they were standing firm within their solidarity and their unit and their union as not only cousins but as brothers, and not being told that they have to be against each other or pitted against each other. At least that, in my mind, that's what I was getting from this letter that Krept decided to use to for Cadet. And I just thought it was just another added dimension to their relationship, to their family dynamic, for their fans to be more transparent and more open to them. I just thought that this was overall a beautiful job, and I thought they did phenomenal with both letters, and just being able to do it, especially when I first heard, like I said, when I first heard the last letter to Cadet that Krept did for Cadet, I felt like I knew Cadet in that regard, and that's why I got so emotional, because I felt like he was my brother. Like I said, I felt like he was my cousin, I felt like he was my uncle, I felt like he could have been my best friend, I felt like he could have been somebody I worked with. I felt like I had that genuine bond with him, and that he was somebody who I knew on an individual level, and it was just me just listening to him well after he passed, that Krept was able to deliver this with such emotion. It was almost like as if it was a eulogy and this was a funeral, and he was sitting there just speaking from the pits of his soul and the depths of his heart from this letter, and also even the last letter of Cadet, which is right there, which was featuring Conan. And I definitely liked that. I thought that this was awesome, and I don't see how you can rate artistic genius like this, especially when people show vulnerability like that. This was amazing, and that's all I can sit there and say. So I'm not rating this. My hat goes off. So with that being said, please let me know in the comments below what you thought of Krept letter of to Cadet. And with that being said, please remember to be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces.
They need rappers like me. They need rappers like me, so they can get on their fucking keyboards and make me the bad guy, Chung Lee. Hey, yo, I've been on.